Okay. Nice Jess here. And we're just gonna head out on the rocks. I'm gonna take some video. I'm gonna pick up Buddy. So the tide is pretty far out. Well, actually, it's not real far out. It's this is Camp Ellis right here. So we're gonna take a walk out on the rocks. They're pretty flat in the beginning, then they get jagged as the further you go out. So I'm just gonna walk where it's actually flat, and I'm gonna carry Buddy because I don't think he's too little. He's too short to walk between the rocks. This is a good place to go fishing. A lot of people fish off of these. But I would like to walk up to the edge of the rocks where they begin to get jagged, and that's Old Orchard Beach, way out yonder over there. That's Old Orchard. We'll take a ride through there since I'm here. And there's an island way out there. There's a house on that island. I believe somebody lives there. I don't know if I'd want to live there, but that is somebody's house. Or maybe it might be a cottage. It might be a rental. I'm surprised the hurricane never took it out. Because they get a lot of hurricanes and bad weather around here in the wintertime. And a lot of houses on the shoreline here get wiped out. And they got to rebuild them. I'd say within probably every 10 years or so, these houses on the beach get damaged. But the sea looks beautiful and calm. Actually beautiful. But periodically, I'm gonna be shutting off the camera. There's some people, so with the ski-doo, or whatever they call those, water jet skis. Those look like fun. I think they rent those on the pier. I'm not exactly sure, but there was about a dozen of them on the pier or so. So I think they rent them, or they might be people that own them and they park them there. As you can see, these sets of rocks here look kind of alrighty. But periodically I'm going to be shutting the camera off and turning it back on. That way there I can do clips of like 5 minutes or so. I only went to the end of the rocks one time. When you get way out to the end, see, like right now you can actually go to the end because the tide is way out. It's the only time you can make it out to the end of the rocks. If you go out there and the tide is out and then you stay at the end of the rocks and the tide comes back in, then you're stuck out there, because there's an area where the water actually covers the rocks, where there's some low areas where the rocks are. The ocean actually covers it when the tide comes back in. So if you're out there at the end of the rocks and the tide comes back in, you're stuck. You're stuck until the tide goes back out again. And I know people that it's happened to when they're out there fishing or whatever. Just got to pack a lunch or whatever, because you're going to be out there for a while. and you don't want to swim out there because the current's too strong. But all right, I'm going to shut this off for a second. I'll turn it back on.